After more than 30 years, a riddle whispered across maps, minds, and midnights has finally been answered. The golden owl, long buried and long sought, has been found. On the night of October 2nd, 2024, the treasure that haunted the dreams of thousands across Europe took flight from its hiding place. The riddles 11 in total crafted by Max Valentin in 1993 are solved. His diskette has been opened. The truth finally revealed. But this is not the end. No, this is only the turning of a page, because in that moment when one owl soared into the light, another took its place in shadow. And now, a new golden owl awaits discovery. This time, the quest won't be bound by borders. The clues will cross oceans, cultures, and even dimensions, blending the virtual and the real. The field of play is now the entire world. The first riddle of this new adventure lies hidden within the solution book, concealed in a painting by Michel Becker. A puzzle waits one that unlocks the first step of a brand new treasure hunt. You need wisdom, imagination, and a few digital tools to find your way. So welcome, dreamers. Welcome back, seekers. The owl is flying once more, and the hunt begins again. The treasure hunt, known as Sur la trace de la Chouette d'Or, on the trail of the golden owl, began in 1993 and captivated treasure hunters worldwide for over 3 decades. The golden owl was finally unearthed in October 20th, 2024 by 2 anonymous individuals from different countries who successfully solved the 11 riddles that led to its location.
The search began with a picture book on the trail of the golden owl by author Régis Hauser and artist Michel Becker. Since its publication in 1993, treasure hunters have been trying to solve its 11 clues, which would lead to a golden owl buried somewhere in France. The riddles were a combination of fiendish linguistic games, cartographical ciphers, historical allusions, and mathematical brain teasers, as The Guardian's Phil Hoad wrote in 2022. Thousands of players, known as owlers, have spent years trying to crack them. When the adventure began, Hauser used a pen named Max Valentin so participants wouldn't try to contact him. Treasure hunters were also advised to never dig on public or private property without permission. The ornate owl sculpture is made from more than 6 pounds of gold and more than 15 pounds of silver, with diamond chips adorning its face.
The golden owl has been discovered, but the craze it has generated for more than 30 years is not about to die out. All those who have become passionate about it, as well as a new generation of owls and owlers who are emerging, do not want to give up on the adventure. From where its bronze copy was buried, it flies off to new adventures. The golden owl created in 1993 was presented to the winners, but a new treasure is taking shape in the expert hands of the greatest goldsmiths in France. A more modern golden owl-worthy descendant of the one that has just been won. It is offered to you and will be available to those who can solve the exciting riddles proposed in its new journey. The Bird of Prey and the Prey. Launch. Coming soon.
The elusive golden owl for 31 years. The backbreaking quest to locate the golden owl drove more than 100,000 participants, known as chouetteurs, all over France, looking for a buried bronze replica of the grand Prizzer gold and silver owl, studded with chips of precious stones. In 2009, after the sudden death of the treasure hunt's architect, Régis Hauser, many gave up the search, believing the puzzles would never be cracked. In 2021, however, after years of legal battles, Hauser's partner, Michel Becker, obtained ownership of the hunt's 11 solutions. Initially, Becker hadn't been privy to the location of the buried replica, nor the answers to any of the puzzles. In 2014, he had tried to sell the bejeweled grand prize, which was in his possession. Having financed the bird's fabrication, Becker saw himself as the rightful owner of the statuette, and with Hauser gone, the likelihood of someone finding the replica seemed slim to none. But when hundreds of outraged Chouetteurs filed legal complaints to stop the sale, Becker withdrew the glittering owl from the auction block. At the time, the only people who had access to the solutions were Hauser's lawyer and Hauser's one surviving child. Becker eventually came to an agreement with these inheritors, granting him a copy of the solutions. He then relaunched the hunt and promised the angst-ridden treasure seekers that he would hand over the valuable prize to anyone who unearthed the replica and presented correct solutions to all 11 puzzle stipulations of Hauser's original hunt.
However, there was a catch. Becker revealed that with the solutions in hand, he now knew the exact location of the bronze replica. He had gone there and dug it up to ensure that it still existed. Becker exalted Hauser's brilliance and assured the Chouetteurs that their hunt was not in vain, emphasizing that he fully supported the contest and would honor, to the letter, all of Hauser's wishes. He ended with an unexpected and flabbergasting hitch, disclosing that he had replaced the buried replica with a second replica. Becker claimed that the owl he had dug up was not the original bronze statue that he had fabricated for Hauser. It was encased in rust, indicating that the metal used contained iron. He wasn't sure why Hauser had replaced the first replica with one of inferior quality, but luckily, Becker explained, he had made more than one bronze copy and had decided to bury bronze replica number 2 in the exact same spot. The Chouetteur community immediately divided into two new camps: those who believed Becker and felt they were indebted to him for restoring their quest, and those who thought his story contained too many suspicious elements. However, the hunt continued with both subgroups determined to be first to reach the owl. The pro-Beckers were happy that their new leader was generously offering his guidance and occasionally dropping new hints on Discord. The anti-Beckers were more determined than ever to find the original replica, believing it was still sitting safely in its original hiding place. The contest winner would not only receive the actual golden owl, but also prove that Becker's story about the iron replica was a lie. The Shadows Lift. Michel Becker speaks on the golden owl on October 13, 2024. After years of silence and rising speculation, Michel Becker released his long-awaited statement on the conclusion of Sur la trace de la Chouette d'Or, the Golden Owl Hunt. The 10-minute YouTube video is cloaked in mystery, featuring a silhouetted, bald figure seated before a glowing abstract painting signed by Becker himself. Presumably, the figure is Becker, though this is never confirmed. A calm, professional voice narrates the entire video, though its speech doesn't match the figure's movements, adding to the air of deliberate ambiguity. Speaking in the first person, the voice outlines how the solution was submitted and verified. The identity of the winner, whether individual or team, will not be disclosed. According to Becker, the person who recovered the owl has requested complete anonymity, and he intends to honor that wish. Given the backlash, threats, and accusations Becker faced after the death of the original author Max Lalantin, he explains the new owner has no desire to become the target of similar scrutiny. What most treasure hunters, or Chouetteurs, truly want are the solutions to the 11 riddles that have captivated them for over 3 decades. On this point, the narrator offers a clear answer. The full solution will be revealed on April the 23rd, 2025, the 32nd anniversary of the hunt's launch. In the meantime, Becker is producing a feature-length documentary which will recount the history of the hunt, spotlight the lives of devoted searchers, and detail how the clues were intended to be solved. He invites the community to contribute their most compelling stories for possible inclusion in the film.
Now available for pre-order. The Golden Registered OWL, the official solutions book price, €47, 00 priority shipping. All pre-orders will be shipped as a priority. The hunt may be over, but the legend lives on the night of October 23, 2024. The discovery of the golden owl shook the treasure hunting world. For some, it brought long-awaited closure. For others, it marked the end of an era they never wanted to see pass. Now, for the first time ever, the official solutions to the 11 original riddles of Sur la place de la Chouette d'Or are revealed, backed by the complete contents of Max Valentin's original solution diskette. But that's not all when the accompanying documentary film is released. Expected release: early June 20th, 25.
What's inside the book? The full, verified solutions to the 11 riddles that have puzzled treasure hunters for over 30 years. Excerpts from Max Valentin's private solution files, once stored on a now legendary diskette. A stunning visual work by Michel Becker titled The Sentinel's Decisive Marker Within the Hunt. A new hidden puzzle, cleverly embedded in Becker's painting and printed as a physical puzzle within the book. The Golden Owl doesn't rest for long. With the closing of one chapter comes the beginning of another, a brand new treasure hunt launched from the very pages of this book. The final puzzle in the book leads to riddle number 1 of a new global adventure. This time, the treasure could be anywhere in the world. The hunt merges real-world locations with digital clues. You'll need sharp wits, digital tools, and bold determination to claim it.
So, after 30 years of mystery, obsession, and hope, the Golden Owl has been unearthed. The riddle solved. The trail completed. Max Valentin's vision fulfilled. But if tonight marks the end of one journey, it also marks the beginning of another. Because the hour flies again, and this time, the sky is bigger. The boundaries are gone. And the next riddle? It's not buried in one country, it's woven into the world. Somewhere between the digital and the physical, between logic and imagination, a new treasure is waiting. Will you be the one to find it?